what's the point in having them? Oh well.
When did you play the last time for normal?
It was a week before Duping came back. And then
Oh,
some guy accused, because I remember some guy accused me of duping, of starting the duping, and I'm like, it's just a coincidence. The only reason why I came back was the whole CJ repot all his stuff because he died a couple of times in doing shadows. And it just so happened that duping was back at the same time, and I just thought, well, what's the point in me playing? How'd you do it? It wasn't Pet Yard. It was related to Pet Yard, I think. It was a mule dump thing.
the mutant duping. Oh, this one. It's
Yeah.
gladly it wasn't out that hard, so not many people knew about it. We could fix it before it became public.
Yeah, but it was around for like a week,
Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah.
and because of that, everyone accused me of bringing it back. And I just thought, well, I have nothing to prove because I don't give a shit. It's only items. I don't need items.
Huh. The worst thing is at the first duping, at the second duping, at every fucking duping, I extra did not dupe that I can say I'm clean and people still accuse me of duping. Like
Oh,
I'm one of the one person that did not dupe and everyone accuses me.
but that's the thing. Like, at the end of the day, so what? Literally, the entire game's population did it. If not, at least
Exactly.
everyone who knew how to do it, I'd say about 80% of those people did it. So
99 of them did it.
yeah, you have people who are good moraled. I remember when the first duping came out, I reported a week in. Sorry, not a week. It was a month.
3 weeks or something like that. You reported it
Yeah.
for the before I saw it.
Willem didn't say a word. Did not say a word to me. BMJ, Farvo, and all that. They were trying to get him. They were trying to encourage him. Help him out. He's fucking done a flawless application of it.
So he completely ignored it.
Yep. Didn't say a word to me, and I just thought, well, they don't give a fuck about their game's economy. I don't know why I should. One, 2.
Probably before you reported it, you duped the shit out of it, and then you reported it.
Well, amulets weren't soulbound, so
Amulets weren't soulbound, yeah?
no.
I know. But with this dupe, you could, if you would have found out this dupe 1 year before, then run a shop. Like huge shop selling amulet for 50 bucks instead of 100, and hundreds of people would buy it. You would get so fucking rich. Like, I remember when Wicked Mule had this shop, he got like $5,000 per week, and there was wild duping.
Well, there were people like, what's his name? Lithium.
Australian.
Lithium. Oh no, fuck that guy. He knew how to dupe for a good 3-4 months before it went public. And he came back out of the blue and started a real world trading shop. And everyone was just like, how the fuck is this guy started to shop from when he came from nothing? Within not even a week, he was selling end game items. This was before everything was soulbound, and it was something like within 1 week he made, I think, 10 grand or something, because he was just selling everything. He had, you wanted a prot at that time. Nobody had prots. he had endless, and it was just completely fucked because he'd be selling it for $250. But oh well. Yeah, this is going to be a one seller, and T is not my Nexus button. I am not playing Diablo.
So
Alright, where are you? I'll come to you.
I'm in some realm, in the fullest realm of the server.
No, I don't do Asia Southeast. That's cancer for you guys. We will do
Oh, there's a hermit god.
EU.
Asia Southeast Medusa.
Okay. If you want to do it, you can do it.
Are you coming to EU South?
Yeah, I'm in EU South. Because EU South's always dead.
That's my main server.
Yeah, I always liked EU South because it's like the servers were generally around 25, 30 pop during our time.
I remember I played for this on the server for over a year before I changed to other servers. Now I'm completely back to it.
Oh man.
This Asia Southeast will kill me one day. I remember when EU South killed me. I was like, I think in EU South 3, in the tomb rushing it with my wizard. 8-8 of course. And I TP'd back to my anchor, and 3 seconds later I died. My grave appeared in the main room. Like, it took 3 seconds for the teleport, and my grave appeared in the main room.
That's what I did on one of my ninjas. I was playing on US East 2, which for me, that's by far the worst server I can play on. Rushing trench as a ninja, rush, rush, rush. Got paralyzed. I was paralyzed on a squid, and the pony came over. I teleported, and my grave I died after I teleported, like 3 seconds after. There was nothing to
Yeah.
me, and it turned into a grave, and I just thought, the fuck?
Or when someone died on some 88 character because of the suffocation lag. Like, he was already on the bubbles and then he died.
It's stupid. It's that's one thing that I always crack the shits when people would argue against amulets. Amulets, for the most of us, those who could afford them, was just lag insurance. So I could actually go and play on a shit server and feel like, oh, well, if I die, it's not that bad because I've got my safety net. Now I have my safety net in my pet, but if I lag out, I'm fucked, no matter how good my pet is.
Exactly.
That's what's
I remember people say, "Oh my God, amulets were so bad," but they have no fucking idea. They have really no idea. I tell people, amulets were good when you could afford them,
exactly.
but duping completely destroyed the purpose of the amulets.
Pretty much, and that's why I said we should have um, new amulets. Like they should reintroduce them. That fucking cause a massive shitfest, but they should be like 25,000 fame, if that.
They will get duped. Right now, a new dupe is out. I don't know which one, but some people duped the gentleman skin. And the gentleman skin, 2 of them or 3 of them were into the game. Now it's 6, and someone
I
bought
reckon
one
that's
for 400 bucks.
yeah, Redditor. I reckon that's just from the last dupe.
And someone just duped it, and well, now there are 6 around. And more coming. Someone offered me a gentleman skin for joining Rare. I told him to fuck off, fucking duper.
You should have taken it and then left. Boo. Alrighty. So this is a video on me casually running through an abyss.
Where are you?
Not focusing. I'm in an abyss.
Which one?
I'll come out. I don't know. It was just a random abyss. Alright, well, Are you putting this video on your channel or my channel? Because if it's my channel, then I'm fucking starting the video. If not, then you do your crazy, super awesome intro, or whatever you people do these days.
I have no intro. Way too mainstream.
Not even like a cracky duck going.
What the fuck?
You haven't heard Color's intro? It's just a duck.
Yeah, this intro. Oh, it's terrible. It's fucking terrible.
Fucking McKellen made it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I still play Curve Fever sometimes with McKellen.
Oh man, I fucking loved Curve Fever.
Yeah. What was your point count?
Oh, fucking terrible. I only played it with people in
I have usually like 1,800 points.
I think I got to like 1,000 and like just 1,000's default. I think.
Do you want to play with me later?
Dude, all I try to do in that game is like start off and draw a dick, and then die. Come on, Abyss! Get damn it!
It's a curse. It's a Floflorian curse. Like in Curve
Oh,
Fever,
yeah.
every time someone invades my camp, he instantly dies. Every time. Oh, UDL. You want to do it?
Yay, UDL. Alrighty then. So, hello. My name is Dalla, and I'm talking really sarcastically right now. And this is not the intro to the video. Fuck.
Lil, Dalla is still playing.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So here I am. My name is Dalla. I am a player of this very interesting game. Running into dead ends, doing no work. Fuck.
Wait, the way's up there?
I think so. Yeah, here it is. Fuck, got quieted and slowed. It's okay. I'll stun everything in 1
Get a
second.
client, you will make it.
Are there clients to stop slow now?
Not only that, they do not only stop slow, there are already clients that make you faster with cheat and Ange. There are clients that kind of everything. They just debuff everything. There's everything. I don't know what. It's just so terrible. It's so fucking terrible. It's depressing.
Yeah, no surprises there.
Like unstable shoots normal. Quiet. Don't get quiet.
No surprises there. Anyway.
Someone made a red thread accusing me of a hacker because in the video I was dodging a quiet and he couldn't believe it because it was so close and he was like, yeah, he's a hacker, but it did not take damage, you fucking idiot. Some people are just retarded.
I actually want to start this because I cannot be playing this game right now.
We're again on the beach.
Yeah. Well, it's your video, so you do whatever you do. I'm just here to speak. And look
Okay.
pretty on your lock bar, and so you can be like, "Ooh, he's got Dalla locked. Ooh, what fancy." Ooh.
Well, so what character to play on?
What character to play on video? Yes. All right. Let's actually. Okay, I'll play this. We'll play and talk about it, and then you can just like chop and change voice as you play.
It's
Is
pretty
that my
much
flowchart?
yours. Yep.
Yes, it is. N7 something. Yep. Okay, cool. I've got it open. Please drop an abyss. Do not drop an abyss. Alright, so in terms of what character to play on, our coming from Mafia, we've always come from the same rule that Anti-LOL set the first white star, in which you always want to have a healer, a DPS, an event character, and a melee. The sole purpose of that, oh fuck, it's gone. Sole purpose of that is just in case you die, you have this to play on. For healers, it comes down to priest or necro, which you generally want as your first class. Priest it does no damage. You still qualify, but you will not die at all on a priest.
Well, these days with the new chest, it's pretty much possible to get your soulbound pretty easy on the
Yeah.
chests in the shadows and other stuff. And the chest will be used in the future a lot too. So priest will get a lot of DPS, and um, I do you still test Dalla like sometimes?
Yeah, I jumped on
Since
testing
we are doing the
the other day.
character balance right now, and it's going different.
Yes.
So yeah.
So like that's the thing. Priests always have done damage. Like priest was my first character. That's because that's what everybody in IRC and Mumble was saying at the time. Was saying just make a priest. You won't die unless you enough pots. I took a priest into a full wine cellar, and it was my first proper wine cellar, and I still managed to pull a covert and a great general. That was my
Oh,
first wine
nice.
cellar with a priest. I did like 9 after that, and still got. I think I ended up with like 7 tops total.
I used to always play Necromance because it's got a little bit more DPS than a priest,
Yeah.
and the school was pretty good self healing. Was pretty good to have a second school like the tier 4 school
Yeah.
that healed I think 120, and the 80 heal school, the crystal school from the jungle, was pretty good too, since for higher mobs they were pretty good to use. The usual Godlands equip was always superior HP or superior def, Master Robe, tier 4 school, and the Staff of Horror was back then, was 2 years ago, 1 def, and was pretty good for farm.
Well, for me, I the way I built my characters up was with my necro. I'd have the same thing. Whenever I'd play, I think if you go through my graveyard now, you'll see I had about 6 or 7 necromancers all running uh, the grey skull. I think it's tier 3 skull with a master robe, horror staff, paradef, and that's just gear that I'd find. My one rule for everything is never, ever, 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 ever buy gear if you're trying to max characters, because it's just a waste of fucking pots. You can spend that pots on characters that you need to build. But yet with Necro, if you're more well versed in dodging, because Necro's heals aren't as great as Priest heals if you're versing one enemy, for example. You know, you can't compare 250 to 300 health to 125. It's half your health, pretty much, of the heal for almost double the mana cost.
Yeah.
But Necro is a good step into DPS. But for people who are starting out, I'd always say if you find that you're taking a lot of damage, you still need help dodging, go priest. If not, you've had a max character before, but you have nothing now, go necro. From there, you'd build into your range DPS. It's pretty standard here. I'd always say archer or wizard. If you're new to DPS specifically. If you're not, then pick up a huntress. Huntress, I say that because it's more skill in how to be efficient with your traps. Whereas wizard and archer are more point and shoot. Archer has more utility because of slows and paralyzes and daze, but that's more in-game stuff. But DPS, straightforward. Use them generally when you're potting your stuff up. Use it to just absolutely smash out Godlands. You'll find that you'll fill yourself up with pots really fast. If you die, you still have your healer to fall back on. If you don't, well, you move on to your next characters. But, you know, it's just all about efficiency sake with DPS.
Yeah. By looking at my graveyard summary, I died already on 267 necromancers. 90% of them were level 20. And well, I used only to play a necromancer, and maxing rogues was pretty good. by doing orcs, I was getting the gear. Cemetery was not around at this time, but with Cemetery it's damn easy to get the old tops now. And it was, yeah, Cemetery is so easy and gives incredible good gear. I think even way too strong gear for the part of it. So yeah, I always max rogues. Rogues were back then pretty much the classes with that most of the people got rich, and right now it's probably knight because every fucking player plays knight. Like everyone plays knight, and whoever it is, then of course more people get rich with knight because more people played.
Mm.
Knight are usually taken because warriors do not have anymore the juggernauts, all are duped juggernauts because they got soulbound. People already flip out about it and can accept it that they can't have any more 5 juggernauts and 5 doombors in the vault. And that's why they take knight, because knight is pretty much OP too if you have no juggernaut.
Yeah. The knight in general, just because permastun is just fucking, it's so broken. So broken.
That's why I usually do not play anymore with knight. I would only play with knight if I make it like fill the vault. I will probably make that soon again, but that's pretty much the only thing I would do, since it's just no fun with just overrunning everything. At the start it is kind of fun, but it's getting very boring very fast.
Going back to that rogue thing though, it's really interesting because you the only reason to use a rogue now, especially after the quiet nerf, is pretty much just doing tombs. Not, I don't think many people. Did many people still do multi counter tombs, alt boxing tombs?
Sometimes, some people I know stopped doing it, but some people just, yeah, some people are still doing it, yeah, quite sometimes.
Hmm. Well, um, yeah. For me, I still have rogue on my list because it's still extremely versatile. You have a lot of speed in less populated realms. You can get away with rushing tombs, rushing trenches. Um, if you're starting out, it's kind of stuff that you generally start to avoid, but with the rogue, you can at least like get introduced into that. Um,
I walk, I won every time Sweatwords. One way.
Spread words can be pretty annoying
Yeah.
if they can pretty much insta kill you.
Yeah,
No,
if you
They
don't
once
care,
jumped on me, like, multiple times.
no.
you just have to make sure if you're going to cloak in a sprite world, you have to keep your distance from Lumen because otherwise she'll fuck you up.
Exactly. Especially with Archer, I already killed a 5/8 Archer in there because I was paralyzing the fucking thing. It was, hey, stop laughing!
No,
It was just jumping on me. I couldn't do anything.
no, it's actually griefable. I remember I killed Pillow when testing once. He was on a 4/8 priest. I was on my 8/8 archer. Lemon charged at me, but Pillow was in front of me, and I paralyzed her. She stopped on top of Pillow and insta killed him.
Who did you kill?
I killed Pillow.
Lol, why?
Sitting in Mumble. We're sitting in Mumble, and he's just gone quiet. I'm just like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, dude. This is before you guys get easy gear on testing. You actually have to fucking play like.
Oh, that was pretty annoying. I remember such chessman. His name is now McFells. He duped the shit out of the game, and he even duped in testing. He had like 20 or 30 vaults only filled with stuff, with his duped stuff in testing. That was so hilarious. He was selling it for production stuff, like he lost all his stuff, like most of his stuff in production, and was selling testing stuff 1-to-1 of production stuff.
On testing, we did get a lot of we got
That's so retarded.
we got all the T13, T14s on testing. No regrets.
These GMs just sold them for like 8 def or something like that, didn't they?
What do you mean?
They sold it for fun, didn't they?
Who did?
The gems in there. Some people. There were like people like in night or something like that. I saw them dropping there or something like that.
I
These
remember.
tier 14 items.
The GMs.
Yeah,
No,
or some
I
in
remember.
nighters. Cause the tier 14 hours and stuff like that were already like 8 death worth.
The only way to get those was the name never.
0.
Guess who's
Only way
been?
to get that stuff.
Hmm. Lol. It's a very nice competition.
I don't do that shit anymore, which is disappointing. What's actually funny to note is Color still has I forget what it's called. It's a Dominion armor. It's the red heavy armor.
Oh, this
after
one.
Across.
From the left Dragonus, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I got that from Aleo Draconis, and I gave it to him. And this was before duping hit testing hard, and they wiped. Sorry, this is after duping, before hacking. And then when hacking came, they wiped the items, but they left the bears just standing there and be like, "Yeah, what's up?"
Okay, I gonna off.
No, man, wait. No, don't
What?
go.
Yay! Here we
Let's
go.
go to other channel then.
I'm playing right now
No,
Dr.
I
Meth,
need to
Mr.
go.
Mine, Balloon, Tower Defense, and Realm at the
Okay,
same
see.
time.
I can send you stuff.
People
With
still play Balloon
motorcycles.
Tower Defense.
Yeah.
Okay, need to go
I
to
yesterday
motorcycles,
broke
yeah.
the weekly record in Congregate. Like it's my first game I've ever played this game. First try.
Man, I'm so slow. I'm like fourth last now in our fucking lane.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at the game. I was playing right now Dr. Meth.
Crystal man? Lol.
Can you see all these fucking Doom balls? This is what annoys me so much. I mean, I have one by myself, but well, I don't like that people are not using MRC bow or covert and only Doombow and Godlands. That's pretty much the worst they can do.
People only use Doombow after. What?
Because they just look at the numbers. Korobo is
So inefficient.
Korobo is just gives more DPS in Godlands, but people just use Doombow because they think, hey, more damage, yeah, it was better. But it's probably the worst thing you can ever do.
Well, Dumbo is hella fun to use, so...
What's the fun of aiming in
Fun.
Godlands
Well,
of gods? What's fun of this? It doesn't even
like,
insta kill them.
You can do... Yeah, you can. If you have a spectral, unbound attack, quiver,
Hang on.
and a Dumbo.
Isn't there the one damage situation with Doombows?
What?
You have to two-shot shit. I'm pretty sure.
Serious?
Most of the time, yeah.
Or if you're
But not
lucky.
always. Not always.
There's the one damage safety net where, like, you know how Oryx occasionally says, "I have 1 HP."
Yeah.
Like,
But that counts usually to bosses.
No, I have
That's
one shot.
usually
I
bosses.
one shot, like the rats thing
I'm
like
pretty sure.
multiple times.
It's pointless to do it because you're better off, if you're going to run that much attack, you're better off running a attack on Korobo because it'll just.
Yeah, exactly. Tell me what's fun about this. Tell me, please. The only way to really get something with aiming is auto aim with the Doombow. That's why every fucking people.
Damage.
Like, if you have a god wall, like 20 gods, would you use the Dumbo or the Sibo? If you would use the Dumbo, you would hit like 2 or 3 gods, and with the Coral Bow, you would make SP at every single god. Yeah.
Like, if you're in their face, which you pretty much can be with the god. I'm going to speak. Anyway.
What's your veteran rank now?
Almost veteran rank 8.
Shit, man, how much do you play this game?
Not that often. I hadn't played, like, I didn't play for 2 weeks because I was playing Diablo, like, hard out.
How much is Elder Scrolls?
I have played for 2 weeks Diablo 2.
How much is Elder Scrolls Online?
Too much.
Way too much. If you want to start playing, you have to at least pay like your €100.
Oh, that's
You know,
shit is
hang
not
on,
worth
you know
it.
what? It's the same price as WoW. That's what it is.
It's less than WoW over the time.
Yeah, because there's only one thing at the moment. But that being said, I wouldn't bother picking it up until like 2 or 3 months time, until everything gets patched and the game's actually much more playable.
Do you guys
Still
have
fun though.
Battlefield 4? Because I just bought it yesterday and it was pretty much fun.
It's very buggy. Too buggy. I saw reviews of it and I'm like, yeah, nah, not gonna bother.
Okay. Do you have Titanfall? That game is fucking good, man.
Packed my Xbox One away.
The what too? Yes or
I
no?
packed my Xbox One away.
I don't even get why people say you have to get a UT for the Archer, even if it's pretty much unnecessary. Like, a covert does a shitload of DPS too, and people say always only if you have a Debo or Sibo you should make Archer. It's completely bullshit.
The thing about Archer is, Archer, I have a soft spot for Archer because it's always been my favorite class in the game.
Yeah, mine too.
It has that much versatility in what it can do. But
A piercing class with range is pretty much the best thing ever.
exactly. So
it's the easiest thing ever. That's what you mean.
Play up close, you do a fuck ton. You do the same amount of damage as a paladin, pretty much. You play at range, you do the same amount of damage as a paladin. So it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, damage doesn't matter. But on top of that, you have the utility. You can paralyze, you can daze. That's a lot of shit to do. You're a ranged knight to a degree.
Exactly.
You can't stun though.
And it's not so fucking the only broken thing on Archer is the Dumbo. I would prefer it if the Dumbo would get in damage 300 to 400. That people just use it only for bosses. That's usually only for the bosses with high def, in my opinion.
The only reason why it's good for bosses because it does such high damage.
Exactly.
So it doesn't get the defense clipped off both arrows.
Because bosses have like 100 defense and Sibo doesn't bring you very far. That's why I usually take Dumbo. But people completely forget the purpose of the Dumbo and just use it everywhere. They use it in Godlands, in Forest Maze, everywhere. They can't play without Dumbo. It's pretty much sad.
Force Maze is actually a pretty good idea because it's so much better, man, in Force Maze.
Dumbo is only good at bosses
No,
with
he
much
jumps
defense.
on you, and you rather wanna like back off and keep him jumping, that you can keep like getting your Dumbo shot at him, because it's easier than
Dude,
shooting with Sibo,
the
which does
point
damage.
is Dumbo doesn't make as much damage as Sibo. The point is that Dumbo isn't always pretty much the same. You can, of course, you can attack with the Dumbo, but why should you attack with the Dumbo if you can attack with the Sibo and make more damage?
Oh,
And especially, you can aim better.
I'm gonna go back to the point of bringing.
Let's go into Beholder.
Bare bones, right? Let's compare every class. I'm gonna go back to doing my list, right? Because we'll say you're doing it as bare bones. We're playing as if the only UTs are in the game with the original 4. Sorry, 5, including C1.
Which one? The Kronos, the Ogmore.
No, before that.
Oh.
Before, there was Demon Blade, Doombo. What's the shitty EP and Bulwark?
yeah,
You go back.
total shit. Yeah.
But the Demon Blade was so fucking rare because this was back then without pets, and it was pretty hard. It was incredibly hard, and
the drop rate to find a Demon Blade is the same as
yeah,
finding a Bracer these days. You cannot fucking do it.
Oh,
exactly.
Hang on, sorry.
A Demon Blade was like 5 inks worth, and it was shitload, over 200 death.
The same as finding a
Dirk.
spell. The spell before they buffed
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
Demon Blade was fucking rare, and the Abyss wasn't that easy. It was pretty hard.
Oh shit, I got my result from my test. Okay, wait, I'm gonna check this. Holy shit! Aha, nice! Oh shit! I'm on, like, there's like this list, and that did not do the test. Did average. I mean, did below average, did average, did just not enough, and did good, and did really good, and I'm at did like excellent.
Okay, Dalla, do we have any assassin?
Oh man, I'm gonna tell this, man. I'm so excited.
Mystic assassin, trickster. We still have a lot to go.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna bring it back to the start because I've gone that off topic.
Paladin, ninja, sorcerer.
Okay, I'm gonna clip off like all the other classes because I'm bringing this down to a bare bones of what should I have as my core classes. If you're in glowing, what the fuck's glowing portal?
Glowing portal is a sprite world.
Right. Alright, now going back to the bare bones, you know, I'm watching Floflorian's videos. I have no maxed characters, and I can see him playing. And I'm like, I wonder what class I should play. Maybe I should ask him.
I made a video about that.
You said night.
No. I made another video where I explained where I used the class.
Well, stop breaking Dalla.
So, I'm watching his video. What class should I play, Flo? You gotta help me here. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna tell you, relax. If you got no spare characters, you're all good. Max characters first thing. You run off anti-lol's 4 base characters. Healer, range DPS, Eventer, Melee, in that order. For maxing characters, I'd always suggest going to 3 of 8 and then stopping, moving on to your next character. In the healer category, you have Priest and Necro. Priest is straightforward. Priest is the ultimate noob class in the game. You can do enough damage. I started off with my Priest. I still managed to get Wine Cellar Tops out the arse. So the damage thrown through
Yeah,
the
but now these days the wine cellar gets steamrolled by some fucking max people. That's pretty sad. You cannot do anymore with the DBS of priest. It's impossible.
Yep.
The thing about the wine cellar drops, for example, is you only need to do, say, I think it was 1% of Oryx's damage to qualify, which ends up being something like 1200 damage. 1200 damage is,
Like
five one
five
shots,
shots. Yeah.
five or six one hits. That's very possible to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know it seems low, but this is your first character. This is a healer. He won't die. He does pay himself off in what he's going to get down the line in terms of pots, in terms of gear, in terms of future characters. And the only reason you should choose priest is if you're really struggling with the game. If you find that you're dying a lot, if you
No.
find
Wait. That. Let me rephrase that. You can better use a necromancer because it's easier to use than a fucking priest.
I'm
Because it does
about
like
to get
more
to that,
damage
if you
and
would
that
have kind of
keeps you
stopped
safe.
interrupting me, I was just
Oh,
about to get
sorry.
to that. In case you missed it, I've done this game. Do you know who I am, by the way?
I think I know.
Ah, I've pretty much played this game for almost 3 years. I've been at the top of my game since
Mhm.
like then. I've played alongside pretty much every decent player in the game that's made onto Legends,
Yeah,
along
I
with
think I
Gogo,
saw
along
you.
with
I saw
Anti,
you like
along with
in the
Mikado.
realms before. You have like the same horse as me.
No, that's ex Dalla.
Aww.
Nice try though.
Rip CJ.
So,
He doesn't play anymore too, right?
no, he's been playing Diablo with me.
Wait, he's playing Diablo too?
Oh,
3.
nice. You worked it out. Cool.
That's 2 years old, Kib.
Mhm.
He made it 2 years ago.
I don't know. I don't know.
What? The
This
flowchart.
guide.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the ultimate guy for new
Yeah.
players.
That's
It's
actually the ultimate. Yeah.
it's 2 years old. The reason why I still use it is because if you're at the stage where you actually have to ask what class do I play, you're generally not going to be that good at the game. So that's why I tell people make a priest because
Mhm.
priests don't die unless you're seriously that bad at the game. Um, if
Unless you rush shit and.
if you've got a better idea of how to play the game, how to smash out godlands, you're dying but not dying that much. You still need to have that healing factor. That's where I'd say go necro because you've got a good hybrid of healing and damage. You don't get as much healing as a priest, but you still get a lot, especially if you're in a pinch. You got 3 enemies running at you. You can still get your whole health bar back.
Sorry, but I'm way too excited right now. Just so excited.
Okay.
Yeah. I did excellent on my test. And okay. I get it. You guys want to be alone.
No, but you just speak into our conversation.
Sorry, man. I'm just way too excited. I was so nervous. I was like nervous 1 to 10. I was 10 before the exam, and I made it excellent.
Okay. So Dalla, where did we stop?
Sorry.
Dalla, hello.
Sorry.
So we stopped at the priest. Priest is good farm class. Do you have any trouble farming pots and godlands? What do you exactly mean with trouble farming pots and godlands? You mean priest is just good for every dungeon?
Yes and no. Priest, you will find that you're taking a long time to do shit solo specifically. If you're in a group of say 2 or 3 people, it's not that bad because at least you have the firepower to get through a dungeon. But solo wise, it takes so long to finish it. Like I'd say on any of my max characters, I could complete an abyss within a minute, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Whereas on a priest that'd take me 5 to 10.
Oh hell no!
Well,
Hell no! A priest is one of the fastest.
only with a pet.
there
We're
is.
talking about new player experiences.
Oh, sorry.
I'm talking absolute bare bones. You do not have anything on you. You've just started playing the game.
Okay.
Well, the
But
best
you are
starter classes are, of course, priest, archer, knight, and rogue, as I can see in your graphic. It's, in my opinion, exactly that. Maybe, yeah, warrior isn't anymore that. Are you good in playing melee? In my opinion, these days is not anymore that's good.
It warrior,
And
yes.
yeah,
I
it's
see
it's
the
just
point.
completely OP.
It does a fuck ton of damage. It does.
Yeah,
It's the highest DPS class in the game.
and with
The only
Juggernaut,
thing,
it's so OP. It's so
the only
unfair.
thing that compares, and I can't believe I'm saying this, the only thing that can compare to a warrior is a ninja, and that's only if there are two enemies there and then ninja can pierce. That's the only possible way that ninja does more DPS.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ninja is pretty much a DPS machine with piercing. This is pretty good.
The only thing is, ninja's
But he
fucking
dies so mad.
I can describe any class. If I were to pick out one class that's a glass, one class that's a glass cannon, it's fucking ninja.
Ninja is the only class where you can have two users with one ability.
Exactly. Ninja is
Mhm.
you're that fucking agile, but if you see a rock, your class is dead. You trip over a rock and you'll fucking explode.
Yeah. Where are you, Dalla?
I've gone to character select. I'm thinking I might actually just make this video and do this as my return video. I can get all the views.
So Trickster is already a very important class to learn, since it's a very good class, but not many people can apparently use it. I still have sometimes my little problem with it.
The reason why I don't rate Trickster, especially for new players, is because it's pretty much endgame exclusive, and it's very difficult to learn. Even a lot of the people who use it now don't even use it for the sake of decoys. They use it for the sake of you can teleport everywhere very fucking fast.
That's annoying.
Decoys are good as well.
Decoys are, if you have a decoy in a fucking tomb, and do not rage. It's just giving the best feeling ever. Of course, ninja is probably the hardest class in the game. I mean, Trickster, but it's fucking fun. It's really fun.
I give the class a lot of shit, and I have like if people went back and looked at my Wild Shadow forum posts, I'd berate the class so hard. It's fun. The only thing is, the decoy feels too gimmicky. You can't. You can control it, but like 90% of the time, it's too difficult to control.
Exactly.
You think I'm trying to shoot this mob, I then have to move my cursor backwards, so then I can get the thing to teleport.
I already teleported once by accident with my 8-8 Trickster into the Sentinel of the Shadows. Like, completely mistake. I wasn't even trying to press spacebar, that by accident just TP'd into him. It was disappointing. It was very disappointing. I had a dirk on him.
It's
Imagine
one
playing
thing.
with your rogue. You think you're using a normal cloak, but every time you cloak, you have your plane walker on.
Well, I had already on the Sphinx that TP'd on the Sphinx.
It's so painful, and that's what I've pushed time and time again, and I hope they do this in the near future with the Trickster. Give them the fucking decoy that acted like the old one. Because
One
it's
thing
just
Yeah.
with the Trickster, like when you have like a decent pet, let's talk about that for a second. Like you can teleport over gods and paralyze them like real easy. That's one of the things I like the most.
I remember I once was on a wizard, and I nexused out of tomb, like completely close. And I went into a realm, I saw Mest. Oh, Mest, let's TP to him, and I was sitting on a ghost ship and died. Well, that's pretty much. Did your pet save you? No. Amulet could have saved you.
yeah.
because amulets were before duping. They were really worth using. Like, it was incredibly hard to get one, as long as you were like, if you weren't a mafia member, then it was pretty hard to get one. Multiboxing. Well, and yeah,
I'll have you know that I was in Mafia, I didn't do any multi-boxing, and I still had fucking amulets.
yeah, it was pretty hard to get some. Clocking managed to kill 18 meals with amulets off, and when they were like $100, I remember it was so hilarious.
Wasn't it? He, because you couldn't trade, like, to offload them, you'd go into a pirate cave,
And he, yeah, and he fucking died.
4 mules, and I never, when I ran into him a couple of months ago, I gave him so much shit about it. He left 4 mules unattended when he went to take a piss, and they all died. This was at the time when amulets were worth $100 each. It was a $400 piss he took. 4
Wait, he just broke 4 amulets, not 18?
No, he didn't break them. He didn't break them. He was getting them off.
I mean, he died with 4 or 18. I don't really know the number.
No, it was only 4.
Okay, 4 amulets.
He left them on his account, like, because he bought them with alts. When he went to drop them to his main and pick them up in his main, he decided, I don't know why, decided to go take a toilet break. When he came back, those 4, because they were only fresh level 1s, they were all dead.
That's pretty retarded, man.
He came back and he's like, oh fuck! And we're just sitting there like, what happened? It's like, my ults died, I lost 4 amulets. And that time, 4 amulets is fucking a lot.
Yeah.
It's fucking expensive. I'm just like, dude, what the fuck's wrong with you, man?
That's fucking hilarious when your ults die.
Oh, sorry. I never were there when the amulets were there. Like, where could you get it from?
You could buy them with 11,500 base account fame. Right now it doesn't sound as so much because people have already so much fame, but back then it was really much fame, and it took ages to get one with farming.
Back then, there was only one white star.
Antilol.
And that's Anti. Anti was arguably the best player in the game. The only other player who you could say was
BMJ? No, BMJ wasn't that great.
the only player who Anti ever commended. So it was 2 players.
Gaze. Gaze.
No, Mikado and Color.
Mikado was incredible, yeah.
Anti said without a doubt, and he's not wrong.
I don't even know this, guys.
Color just has this style of gameplay that, and I'm quoting him. He said it's just attractive to watch, and that's why he was so good when you'd watch him play, because his style of rotating, how he plays the game, he's very, very methodical with it. So like he always rotates in the same way that he's shooting. He knows how to dodge perfectly. It was flawless, and he always played for efficiency's sake as well. Mikado was the same, but Mikado wasn't as good as rotating. He was a bit more community orientated.
Well, I remember Gaze had this wizard like before duping to 38k base fame. And I think he was a very, very skilled player too.
Oh, who was it?
What?
DS, Itani.
Itani? Who? Do you know whose main it was?
DS.
DS? Who's DS?
Some Japanese guy.
That was Itani.
Yeah. There was Itani, and then behind him was Suru.
He died to suffocation glitch on the Ocean Trench, right? When I started playing, he died.
Yeah, and that's when everyone just kind of... Is that when you started playing?
Yeah, on the day I started playing, I think.
That's it. Fuck. That's... Actually, that's not too long ago.
It's fucking long ago. It's fucking long ago. It's over 2 years and 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Where does the Lair of Satan drop from?
Itani had like 19,000 base fame and 44 total fame. 44,000 total fame. It was the rank 1 character. It was pretty hilarious against the times now. Like Now you have to get like 250,000 total fame.
Yeah,
It's
that
so
sucks, man.
stupid.
I mean, like,
It's so annoying to farm. I would get it with my archer already over 100,000 total fame, but yeah, even over 100,000 total fame, I still have to fame farm a shitload. And with my, I really have not much time anymore, and it just takes ages. So yeah, I have to get 36,000 base fame, and that's not much because I have boots on the ground and friend of the cube still. And without that, I would have to get 50,000 base fame, and that's terrible.
Do you know what's? Hang on. So I'm just looking at this now. The weekly legends list is when the legends list just came out. The people who are on the weekly legends list now had the same amount of fame as people who are on the all-time legends list, and those are people who are like
Yeah.
top 10 all fame. That's just crazy how fast it's like gone.
I would have wondered what happened if Gaze would have died. He would have probably be rank 1 without fame farming.
Maybe.
Kuro Gem, or maybe you remember him as Yamp Master. He has now like a 60,000 base fame wizard.
No.
No? Was
Never
old
looked at
Usoft
any
player. I know him since over 2 years already. I remember when he made this wizard. When he died on his 8k one.
To be honest, I stopped giving a fuck about fame after like just before Ghost Ships came out. And Ghost Ships were like, oh shit, I may as well cash in on fame now.
Well, fame, fame. I don't give a fuck about fame. I just want to be in the legends. And as soon as my archer gets to 36k base fame, 36k 390 base fame, I will kill him off, and my fame will be as normal as before. And I will never fame train with any other class because I will just have fun and 8-8 them. Yeah.
Where will that put you?
Hmm?
Where will that put you?
What do you mean?
39. Wait, 39,000.
36,390. There'll be exactly 300,000 total fame.
holy shit,
How much do you
that's
want
nice.
now?
13,000 base fame.
That's a long way to go, man.
That's over. I get already over 100,000 total fame.
Oh, nice.
I posted it in a Mumble. Look at the Mumble chat.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, not wait. Give me a second.
Where
I will
you did
post it for you, Kib. Give me a second.
Okay. But actually,
Only going.
So we'll be at like 110k already.
that's fucking sweet, man. Do you have like the? Oh yeah, you have.
So the Paladin. Paladin is an important class too, since it's usually a very good co-op class. You can buff the people with it, buff the damage, heal them slowly. With the pets, it's not anymore so necessary, but the buff of the damage is pretty good at these times, and it can save your ass a little bit. The worst people are just the ones with, like, the Paladin does already quite a good amount of DPS, and if you buff him, you get 100% loot. But the worst people are just like the warriors or paladins, just going away from the other people and self-buffing. Even if they have already the loot, they just are so greedy and try that other people do not get loot because they're scared of losing loot, because they think more damage, more loot, but it's absolutely not true.
I actually would want to know how the old game was like, because since pets came, everything changed like so much, man.
Since when do you play?
I play since a year now.
Oh, you have no idea about the old game.
Hell.
Yeah. It seems so much
The
more
old
fun.
game was 1,000 times more fun than now.
Wizards everywhere.
The
No,
road
no,
trains, the road trains with the
no,
steam.
no, no. Not even road trains. Okay, there were either two types of groups. When you'd go into a wine cellar, especially in
Yeah.
because at the time there were only three servers.
Holy
There
shit!
was
Serious?
US West, US East, and EU West.
That's like
I
that's
remember
fucking
EO
far.
West. I was back then on EO West too. I didn't know that there were more servers, and I was always on EO West. And one day my main server changed to EO South, and since that day I'm always in EO South.
But anyway, sorry. When you with US West,
Yeah.
it wasn't really a trading server because people didn't really need trading that bad. Um, you could find gear that you needed, and if not, then everyone was really like you always had a guy. There was always the guy if you needed gear, and you'd find it from there.
There was
If
always one guy.
Yeah, at that time the only form of endgame really was doing wine cellars, and inks at that time were going for anywhere between 20 25 def.
More 40 was 40 death.
This is before, mate. Relax. This is when public looting was still around.
Ah, okay, okay.
Oh, sorry, I'll never forget that. Oh, you might have been around
Public looting?
for when public
I
looting was
saw
around.
once an incredible old wheelchair post from you, like an incredible old one, where
Wait,
you
what?
was like, "Hey, I was today in a biz, and some guy was like, 'Hey, shut up! I'm gonna drag on you. I'm gonna kill you and take your items,' something like that." You completely flamed around.
Who, me?
Yes,
Really?
yeah, like. Hey yo bro, I'm gonna drag on you, and yeah, you just write it like this into the thread. It was like so long ago.
It might have been like extremely sarcastic because I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah,
Because, mind you, hang on, sorry. At that time, you could, when the player died, they'd drop all their gear
I know.
Oh,
in on their grave.
yeah, yeah.
Their
I was
grave will be
just
coming
about
back.
to ask you.
And the inventory, did it drop the
Yeah.
inventory too?
Yeah.
They
What?
drop the first line of inventory,
Okay.
so you'd always keep your gear that you wanted. Like,
Oh,
just say you're running
serious?
a C wand and a bulwark, you keep your C wand in your inventory top line.
Mhm.
Yeah. I wish that they turn it back. Like, what is?
Grave looting was a very bad thing.
Unequivocally do not want that in the game. Grave
You
looting.
really do not want this. People were
Grave
dragging on
looting
each
will have
other.
so many trolls.
People were just trying to kill others to get pots or old tops, but it was back then the tops, and they were just
When you
dragged on
drop
each others.
gear, you'd run into an abyss, you'd drop gear in the lava and run off. But mind you, this would be like a steel, shitty T3
Yeah.
sword, for example, and people would run in and die for it.
I remember when someone was like, I saw a video, someone was dying. I think you made the thread about it too. Someone was dying and like 5 people ran in at the Guardians and all of them died because a stone sword was there.
Grave looting wasn't around for that. Oh no,
Hmm.
that was another thing. Stone Guardian threw his sword after it died, and like there was I think seven
Oh yeah,
deaths.
I saw that. I saw that
That
once.
still
Like,
happens.
it
It still happens.
exploded on people.
Yeah, you can bug it out. You can
Shit.
bug it out. I know how to.
Oh,
It's
that's
pretty fun.
Um.
This is
Anyway,
a pretty
like
good conversation, man.
you'd have players who would die. Generally, if you were playing with your friends, you could get away with it. Because I'll never forget. Rem died at a skull shrine once, and it was me, Kalle, and Dalla with him. And then there were like two other randoms who they ran over to the grave. As soon as we saw him die, we stormed the grave. We took all his tops, and then they got like I think an attack pot out of it, which was nothing.
Yeah,
But it was
they it
quite
was
funny
some
because
people were really nice, like the rich people just took their equip and gave it back to them, and
but
that's
at
pretty
the
much
same time,
nicest thing you could do, but it was pretty rare.
on the opposite side of the spectrum, you have people who got your gear and say, "Ha, thanks for the fucking acclaim," and just like fuck off with it. That's my
Exactly.
favorite move because more people do that than actually give your gear back.
Way more people.
Occasionally you get nice people. Like I did have on my first priest death, some guy managed to pick up my extra HP and give it back to me. I looted most of my gear, But some guy held onto the X HP because I was out of inventory space. And he's like, he gave it back to me. I'm like, oh, thanks, dude. Here, have a defense pod. It's like, oh, sweet, thank you. I'm like, righto.
That's awesome, man.
Ubisoft Beholder is a hermit.
Going to say a wine cellar. At this time on EU West, and that's sorry, on US West. That's when all the Japanese players would be on. Like you wouldn't see one person type English in the chat. You'd go into the wine cellar, all you could see was just astrals everywhere, just shooting in like one straight line. Because the way it worked,
which server you sound?
Yeah, Beholder, run. The ocean trench is already open.
South. Okay.
It's too late already.
Okay, yeah, you go in. I would give you the mana pot anyway. 'Cause I'm not seriously playing.
we had back then the wine cellar had 4 corners, and you could teleport in wine cellars. So you'd always teleport to the bottom right corner.
I remember Mafia Melee Squad episode 4 where Kalle took the fucking orc shotgun and survived.
We did so much, sorry, I'll get to that in a second. Imagine having about 120 people teleporting onto one tile and then running along in the exact same path. And he's like, about 100 of them would be wizards, the rest would be paladins and priests. That's exactly what it was. Sorry, and warriors as well, because back then warrior speedy was group speedy.
That was incredible! I heard people were just killing each other.
Yeah, and did you read the testing post recently?
No, not really.
Chisby made a testing post because Wylam was trying to kill him.
Oh, that's with Wylam that tried to kill Zeus.
Which, it's gonna get removed. I'm pretty sure they're gonna remove it.
It was an open public post or closed testers post?
KP's closed testers.
Okay.
When we did our wine cellars, we got to the stage where we'd fill realms with our ults. This is what caused like a massive shitstorm because we'd pay for the ink. We fucking want to run it privately. If we'd have like one straggler in there, and Anti or Color, for example, or it was Anti, Color, and Clocking. Clocking did the best one. He convinced a kid. He's like, "Oh, yeah, you can stay, but you need to give us your." It was talking to a wizard. You need to give us your staff and your spell, so we know that you can't do damage. Clocking took his staff and his spell. He's like, "Okay, we're gonna start moving now." Everyone stayed paused except for this kid and Clocking. Clocking sped off, came back with about 10 scarabs and killed the kid. And like that's the shit that would do just to make sure that we'd have a private wine cellar, because you'd have one person in there, you don't know what he had in his inventory.
What did you say, scarabs?
Yeah, the eyeball looking things.
Ah.
Okay. Oh.
Scarabs.
Serious?
Yeah.
Yep.
There's like 2 kinds of scarabs then? That's weird, man. I never knew that.
And yeah, because we didn't run the risk of people fucking up our things. That's how we got all our amulets, because we paid tops out the arse. And it was like easy.
Have you seen? Have you 100% seen the Rufflecopter by X-Dalla? It was so hilarious. I would lie if I wouldn't say I wouldn't have tried to marry my assassins.
What do you think of BMJ? He's irrelevant. This one kid bullied me in high school, said I never amount to anything around with a mad god. So one day I came back to him and beat the shit out of him. That's the best video, and we want to put it on public, but Color would kill us.
Oh, please do it, man. I want to see.
No. if it would be public, it would get like already 100,000 views or something like that, because it's just legendary. It's just legendary.
I might actually ask Color if we can put that public.
Oh my god, please.
So good.
Can I watch it in a private thing? What you can send the link and it's still.
If we had that public, I'd put it straight away.
I would like steal it. I would steal it and post it on my channel that more people can see it.
I'd put it in onto subreddit. I'm actually long on post onto the forums saying the long-awaited color documentary.
Well, if he would really allow to do it, please let me do it too. This is pretty much the best thing in the world.
The video has almost 1,000 views, and it's
Yeah.
video only.
Please give me a link, please.
Around 15 videos, a little shit told me that you never 5-star every class in Realm of the Mad God, so I beat the shit out of him and stole all his lunch money. Mayonnaise prices. Hang on. Mayonnaise prices increasing. We used to.
Ah shit! I lost the video again. I lose it over and over again.
Of course. Do you think I'm stupid? Colin, what are your thoughts on BMJ? He's irrelevant. Just kidding. He's amazing.
Have you ever thought of marrying your assassin? I would lie if I wouldn't have tried to marry them already.
The best speculation surrounds the cleanliness of your fleshlight. Any comments? It's a little crusty. Never had a problem with it though. It's been through some tough times. Multi-box UDLs, Mellow Group, White Star. I don't look forward to giving it to Law at Christmas.
What the fuck is this shit? That's pretty funny though. Why is so silent now? I hate silences.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Dalla, have you seen already my Headless Horseman OP?
Nah. I don't watch videos, dude.
You should watch this. Like, I died on my archer once, and some guy was making fun of me. He had, I think, 2,900 base fame. And he was sitting on the horse, in the fame train, and was trolling me. And he died on his 8-8, 2,900 base, 2,900 base fame. Look at this shit video, it's so incredible, it's already nearly 20,000 views.
Hang on, this vid's 2307. I'm meant to be listening to it or watching it?
Listening.
Oh, okay, hang on. Wait, what? What is it?
We were like posting that on the RC testing. Like I made this video because I was testing out the mumble left to the game, and I showed it to some people in the mumble, and they posted on the testing IRC. And then it spread around like mad. It's so bad. It's so fucking bad.
Hang on, wait, did that guy talk shit to you?
No, he made fun of me.
Where?
In Headless Horseman.
It doesn't say it. It just looks like you laughing at the guy.
Well, I died a week before that to a Headless Horseman by typing in a Godlands, and since that everyone was making fun of me to this Headless Horseman, and this guy was sitting on the horse for fun. And then he died because it exploded.
What a retard.
Awesome.
Hey, Law's in there.
Yeah, of course. Because this video is a year old. No, 5 months old. Okay, well, 5 months, a year, it's the same. It's over 5 months old, it's pretty normal.
But are you gonna play again, Dalla?
Probably not.
Okay.
The game
Dalla, make an NPE with me, Trickster.
Yeah, yeah. Please do it.
Nope.
I'd make a PPE.
Nah, boring.
It's way too easy. It's way too easy. If you go on US East 3 and there's no people around, we can easily do an MP there. Right?
I'm gonna make this video and just in all caps. All caps is just gonna be.
Wait, have you done already with recording?
Oh shit, are you still recording?
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna do it myself and I'm gonna make it my comeback video. Soz bro. Soz bro. Yeep.
It's Who wants to do an MP in US East 3?
Oh my god, my video is already 1 hour and 14 minutes long. So long, we talked so long.
About nothing.
Yes, well, a little bit class. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much the video. I think it's done.
Don't even bother. Because it's like, I didn't even go through the rest of it. I got to like event and it just stopped.
Yeah, but I think it's enough to tell people something that they have to, what classes they have to play, and I will give the screenshot into the description too.
Don't even worry about it. I'll do this video. I'll do it when you get home from uni tomorrow. Actually, I might do it after.
I'm gonna upload it later too. So 3, 2, 1, it's over.
Don't even.
Dun,
I'm serious.
dun, dun.
If you upload it, I'm gonna get like the downvote patrol, and you'll never be posting on Reddit ever again.
Why?
Because you're just gonna get downvoted to fucking oblivion.
Oblivion Poe? Why?
Because I called
What?
shotgun. And in case I'm recording this, I'm recording me saying shotgun.
Why?
Because if you upload that video before I actually make mine, as the sole owner and under the Creative Commons license, that's my video, that's my knowledge. You are therefore stealing my knowledge, and I called shotgun.
Wait. No.
I was under the
It was my idea of the dual commentary.
I was under the knowledge what's the word? I was informed that I am the only person recording at the moment. I was not aware when I asked, "Are you recording this?" You said, "Not yet." You did not say
Hey. So you want to upload it before me? Wait.